Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss play, it's Harris. Powers through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, they're off it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Harris over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. fans of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run the counter. Harris. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That swung out wide to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, it's Harris. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they?
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Able to slither by and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Check, 59, 59.
Back to throw. Keeps himself upright. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They run the counter. It's Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And the Dolphins 10-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Mayfield's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's brought down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They go play action. Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield on play action. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a give right side. It's Thomas, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Do that again, baby. Do it again.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Steelers 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the delay, here's Harris, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 11. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. There he goes left side. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Oh, they can't stop it. Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They run with Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Mayfield now. Forced out to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mayfield. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On 1st down, Harris 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, it's Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Harris, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything. And here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it, 22.6 miles per hour. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Harris. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run again with Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Watch the run.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They run for it with Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Second and 8.
Mike.
They run the counter. Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Mike 55, Mike 55.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree.